Wa-ta-ho, ta-ho, the dawn is here, day is calling thee, day is calling me. Wa-ta-ho, ta-ho, the dawn is here, the dawn is here, ever faithful be, ever faithful be. Remember the fun you've had here.
Our story begins in a special place and time, a place we all still remember, a place that is frozen in our minds. Camp always began with that long bus ride.
We're the gang from Hawthorne, Hawthorne campers are we.
In 1938, we were still in the grips of the Great Depression, yet the YMHA and the YWHA secured a group campsite from the Civilian Conservation Corps. This property was later turned over to the state of Missouri and became part of Missouri's Lake of the Ozarks State Park. We leased this property for the next 30 years.
So rise and shine and sing out your glory, glory, rise and shine, sing out your glory, glory, rise and shine and sing out your glory, glory, children of the Lord.
For thousands of campers and staff, those were very special years. Years that began the foundation of Jewish camping. Years that established lifelong friendships. A foundation that continues to flourish through many of our children's children today. The name Camp Hawthorne was chosen because hawthorn was the state flower. Likewise, the 4 villages of the camp were designated Bluebird after Missouri's state bird, Bear for the state animal, Indian Mound for the largest metropolis in the state, and Mark Twain in honor of our leading literary figure. Camp provided an overnight experience for children of all backgrounds. The 1938 camping season report goes into great detail of scholarship programs for the underprivileged, budgets, enrollments, health records, meal plans, programming, and the recommendations for the future. 332 campers attended that inaugural season. A very strong emphasis was placed on Native American folklore. Swimming, boating, and canoeing were favorite waterfront activities, along with sailing and skiing. Individual instruction helped each child accomplish different skill levels so that they could take the overnights that were a feature part of the total camping experience. Other land activities included an excellent equestrian program, along with comprehensive hands-on nature study. Another favorite pastime was spent creating unique treasures to take home from the arts and crafts specialty area. There was always time for pickup games of basketball and Shabbat softball. Sharpshooters took aim for more than 3 decades. Youngsters practiced with bows and arrows, and later with actual rifles. And what would camp be without music and drama? Many of the songs are still the same, just the faces and names have changed. But what hasn't changed are strong roots of friendship, the bonds that we remember so vividly in our minds.
Sing out your glory, glory, rise and shine. Sing out your glory, glory, rise and shine. Sing out your glory, glory, children of the Lord.
Different life circumstances challenged each new decade. The war years of the 40s, the McCarthy era of the 50s, the civil unrest and social activism brought about by the Vietnam War in the 60s. No matter what was happening in the world, families could count on Camp Hawthorne as a safe summer haven for their children.
Once there was a town and Zebra was its name. Even though it's disappeared, it had its share of fame. Once on the ocean,
There were great camp landmarks and stories to tell, and some that still should not be told. Campers and staff climbed the fire tower, hiked to Natural Bridge, watched the stars at Lover's Leap, climbed the killer Cardiac Hill, and took trips to Bat Cave.
Doo-lang, 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 he's so fine.
The #1 landmark for many was the I Am Tree. Camp romances often began with the first kiss at this infamous landmark. Chants of WIC, MIC, and Specify could be heard each day. They hung from the dining hall rafters, requisitioned kisses, wrote folk songs, and produced plays each year. Cabins worked together to create elaborate carnival booths, and girls set their sights on that one special guy to chase down and capture for the Sadie Hawkins dance.
Like the corners of my mind.
The Fickle Finger of Fate Award was presented weekly in the late 60s to those who demonstrated odd behaviors worthy of recognition. Everyone had a nickname: Lefty, Frosty, Barf and Dutch, Tiger, Fritz, Doc and Digger, Nix, Mildew, and the Captain. The list could go on and on. In the 60s, a stronger emphasis was placed on Judaic programming. The goal was to implement a more integrated Jewish identity and lifestyle at camp. Hawthorne was changing in many different ways. New needs were identified, and the board began a search for a facility that we would own versus lease. Another special place where the continuity could continue, where children could unlock their potential and discover the world for generations to come.
When you're down and trouble, and you need a helping hand, and nothing, oh nothing is going right.
The dream to own versus lease became reality in the fall of 1969. Under the Jays presidency of Robert L. Wolfson, and with the guidance of Bill Kahn, we acquired the 960-acre Camp Wakanda from Ben and Dorothy Kessler. With a leading donation from Ben and Marilyn Fixman, a new legacy had begun. The site was ideal, beautiful and serene among the tall Missouri oaks overlooking the clear waters of the Lake of the Ozarks. The name Sabra translates to being strong with an inner gentleness. The name has come to be used for any native-born Israeli, and is also a sweet-tasting prickly cactus plant. Reflecting an increased commitment to Jewish camping, Sabra named the younger girls' village Sharon, after the Sharon Valley. The younger boys' village is named Golan, after the Golan mountain range. Ayelet Girls' Village is named after the graceful and beautiful female deer. Al-Magor Boys' Village is the Hebrew name for fearless. Habonim Village refers to the Hebrew name for the builders. Masada is named after the fortress, and Susim is Hebrew for horses. Camp Sabra continues the tradition of helping campers develop their skills, friendship, self-esteem, and their independence in a secure, nurturing environment. Such a mitzvah. Camp Sabra has expanded its programming to make it one of the largest Jewish resident camps in North America. Besides the traditional variety of water sports activities, Sabra offers land sport focus options that campers may select for their customized camping experience. Nature activities and art projects continue to offer enriching experiences no matter how many years you've been at camp. Horseback riding at the popular Samuel Morgan Equestrian Village allows campers to experience elementary through advanced levels of instruction. Trail riding and overnights are highlights for many campers. Camp Sabra continues to improve its facilities. It recently added a climbing tower to enhance the high-low ropes land program. This state-of-the-art ropes course is one of the largest in Missouri and is designed to build physical skills, develop trust and camaraderie between campers, and promote self-confidence. Sabra campers recall first overnights to Misty Valley and Low Gap. They take trips to Millstone, Big Surf Water Park, local Missouri rivers, Arkansas, Colorado, and Israel. They remember camp plays, swimming cove to cove, Buddy's Island, Inspiration Point, Maccabee Color Wars, Habonim Follies, Sadie Hawkins, and Gold Rush.
Yesterday a child came out to wander, caught a track.
But what each generation knows is that camp is more than an athletic field in the country, more than a lake, more than camp cheers, more than singing and crying together at the final campfire. It's a special world of freedom with supervision, a world of fun mixed with responsibility. It's very much a world of companionship and doing things together, as well as one of individual achievements. Camp is a place to do things, to talk about things, to learn things and be free. The beauty of our story is that the memories and special experiences transcend the generations, nurturing the seeds of our Jewish identity. When the camper or staff of the 40s recalls that special place and time, the camper or staff of the 90s can truly understand. Ask anyone who has had the pleasure of attending camp these past 57 years about their special summer days. You'll hear stories in great detail that recapture, if only for moments, those special memories. They come to life again with a smile and eyes that sparkle. Isn't it funny? You can't remember what you did earlier this week, but you will always remember camp.